time of day. The Timu crew's here to light the way. Coffee in hand, they're ready to roll. Chat breaking news, straight to your soul. They'll keep justice where it needs to be. Spilling tea and truth for you and me. MrCoop's got radar for the shady and absurd. Georgie's giggles follow every witty word. Oh, the Timu crew wake up every morning bringing chat, breaking news. No yawning, MrCoop and Georgie show. Let's go. Don't miss the truth. They're always in the know. He's got eyes for bullshit, calling it out on the spot. If Georgie don't catch you first, he surely will hard or not. Georgie's laughs are contagious. Please don't break her. Tune in now. Let's watch this justice shaker. MrCoop's on the mic with that keen insight, sniffing out fakery like a hound's delight. Georgie's there clutching mic, stands in two hands. Her laugh so infecting it echoes through the land. They'll peel back the layers of every rumor and fib, and you better believe they won't take any snob's jib. Truth's their weapon, humor's their shield. Together they conquer every battlefield. Yeah, the Timu crew wake up every morning bringing chat, breaking news. No yawning, MrCoop and Georgie show. Let's go. Don't miss the truth. They're always in the know. He's got eyes for bullshit, call it out on the spot. If Georgie don't catch you first, he surely will hard or not. Georgie's laughs are contagious. Please don't break her. Tune in now. Let's watch this justice shaker. When the world's a circus full of clowns and mime, MrCoop's on patrol, there's no waste of time. Georgie's giggles burst like fireworks in the sky. One chuckle from her and you feel 10 feet high. They're the Dune and the duo, no capes but full of flair, calling out the bogus with style and flair. The Timu crew wake up every morning bringing chat, breaking news. No yawning, MrCoop and Georgie show on a roll, yo. Catch the truth before it starts to mellow. He's got eyes for bullshit. Watch him take a stand. If Georgie don't catch you first, he'll reprimand. Georgie's laughs are contagious. Please don't break her. Their justice is angels. Pranksters call us shakers. Keep your ears peeled, your spirits high. With MrCoop and Georgie, no lie can survive. The Timu crew's message is crystal clear. Laugh, learn, and live, 'cause they're always near.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. Hey, Georgie, how you doing? How you doing?
Happy Monday, Coopy.
For fuck's sake, it's just God.
I'm about ready to tell Restrain to stick it.
Tell me about it. It's getting aggravating as hell.
Good morning, Timu crew. For those of you that are having trouble seeing mine and Coop's stream on either side due to us having to restart, you will have to hit the refresh button. But it's working on both sides for me.
Yeah, it's working now. It's just a pain in the ass. It's if it's not one thing, it's another. Restream had an update. They didn't tell any of us, so it wasn't letting Georgie pair. Well, then last night it gave me, once we figured it out, it gave me an error on my YouTube. But we got it fixed. Well, it didn't want to play my YouTube. You guys were sitting there in the audience watching it not play. So we had to redo it. Anyhow, it's up and going now.
Yeah, we're here. Barely, but we're here. Greg said for me to quit letting gremlins play with the wires. This time it wasn't on me. It was a restream malfunction.
Yeah.
But I agree, Restream needs to start sending out emails to their creators saying, hey, we updated and this is how you pair now.
Exactly.
Because that was some bullshit.
Exactly. It's just one thing after another. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. Oh, my goodness.
First your mic and
Let's
your
see
voice
what we
mod
can.
wasn't working, and then your stream didn't work.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's just everything just compounded today. Voice mod was giving me a pain in the butt. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to Monday, boys and girls. Welcome to Monday.
Mama Coop.
Holy crap, it's a Monday.
Holy crap, that was loud.
I hate Mondays.
Yeah.
Pickle Tink became a gremlin.
All right.
Welcome to the party,
right.
Tink.
Let's go get some buttons. Let's go play some buttons.
Thank you very much. That's really nice.
And
Thank
I'm turning
you.
the headset volume down.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
You're what?
I turned the headset volume down because it's not the button that's too loud, it's my headset.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, babe. Welcome to the madness, man. And see, when we have these little hiccups like this, what kills me is the fact that we get ready for the show. We're sitting there, we're talking backstage about what we're going to talk about, how we're going to entertain you guys. We got it in our heads, what we're going to do, how we're going to roll with everything. And then boom, malfunctions happen. So now we're scrambling to try and get everything up and going. And while you're doing all that, all the shit you just talking about is just all in a big messy pile in your head.
Yeah. That's why I don't see why we even bother trying to plan anything, because something happens and God's like, no, you're going to do it this way, not the way you want to do it. So,
I mean, I don't know. I don't have any idea why Restream decided to mess with things. It was working freaking perfect.
It's been perfect for 8 months, and now all of a sudden they want to change how we do things.
Right. And it's crazy. And even though this stream right here, it still put up your pink banner.
Did it really?
Yep. Because when I went to go pull your stream up on my side, lo and behold, it was your pink banner.
It's rejecting your thumbnail. It doesn't like your thumbnail.
I don't know. I guess it's going to be one of those deals where we're just going to have to send you all the thumbnails and you're just going to have to add them yourself.
It seems that way.
I don't know.
Good morning, Miss Karen. Buck naked.
Yeah. Susie, Miss Allie was here bright and early on the first one.
Calvin, Pops, Miss Joan, James, Nanny.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Miss
a whole
Tammy.
bunch rolling in here.
I'm real mean.
Oh, here we go. All right. Blew my brains out there for a second. All right. Oh, I love your thumbnail, Coop. Okay. Oh, there's Miss Tammy. Oh, is Nancy in here yet?
Oh, Miss Nancy, where are you? Mercedes is here this morning.
I was going to ask you, where's Miss Mercedes been here
That's
lately?
what I've been wondering. Where has my Mercedes been?
Yes. I was.
Oh,
We have a lot. What?
the other
Oh.
day when I had my Rumble connected, it was not working on Rumble. I have figured out that I have to actually get a certain amount of subs on Rumble before I can actually stream to Rumble.
Do what?
Yeah, because I had to build a whole new Rumble for the yeah, it's not taking my stream. So,
Oh, so everybody post Georgie's Rumble link and everybody go follow on Rumble real quick.
that way tomorrow I can actually connect Rumble and see if it'll work.
Right. Yeah, as soon as somebody posts your link, we'll pin it to the top. That way everybody can run over.
There's Miss Nancy.
Yeah, we just threw a curveball for our mods, with that one. So we'll just give them a second. Is she here?
Yeah, she's over there on your side.
Ah, I got to turn her into a Smurf.
Congratulations, Miss Nancy. John Stuber's here this morning.
She is.
Good morning, John.
Yes, I see that. Good morning.
Where's
good
my
morning.
nemesis?
Okay, now Miss Nancy has now joined the elite group of Smurfs. So,
Sweet fly.
all right.
Oh, sweet fly, stay right where you are.
So, Miss Nancy, just remember, if you have any questions, you got Paul and all the other mods that can help you guys out. Yes.
Sweet fly is now a Smurf on my side.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke you.
All right. You got 40 mods anyway. I don't know why you need to know.
I don't have
but hey,
40.
it's your channel, not mine. Oh my
We've
God.
lost mods, so we're having to replace mods.
Right on. Oh, hello, Melody. How you
Hi,
doing
Miss
this
Melody.
morning? How you doing? We are just all kinds of messed up this morning. Everything's just kind of went haywire for us all morning this morning. So, Mama doesn't have any followers.
Rumble?
Okay, where? On Rumble? Well, how is she? Mama streams to Rumble
wonder-
every day.
It kept rejecting mine, and it was like something about you don't have enough followers, or I don't know.
Because I just realized that Mama's been doing her thing. Maybe you need to verify your account. I don't know. It's been so long since I hooked up with the Rumble thing. I'm just trying to find you on here. Guess I'm gonna have to my feed maybe.
Oh.
There I am.
I like
there
how
I
you
am.
told the mods to push my Rumble link, and they put yours in instead.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to type in your name.
Hi, Johnny. Right, Lady T? I don't know. It seems like every Monday these past couple weeks, Coop and I have had a malfunction of some sort.
Your channel's not even coming up. The Wilburns are coming up, but
Hang on.
not yours. That's it. You're going in the living room. I'm tired of your garbage this morning. I ain't in the mood. Yeah, it comes up with the Wilburns.
No, stop it, Rumble.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Stop it.
That's for you, girl.
What? Oh, I was trying to fix Rumble. Whoops. Bucky! When in danger, when in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout. That cures everything. You're a mess.
Yep. We'll get things worked out here shortly, chat.
Yeah. It's definitely a Monday. Yeah, Rumble is kicking it. What the crap?
We'll just have to get you to mess with it when you
Yep.
get off stream. So never mind. Pickle Tank's in the house. What's
Thank you,
happening?
guys.
What's happening? And how you doing? How you doing, Sharon? Oh, I think I nailed down why my blood sugar was so high the past 2 times I've had my blood work.
Why?
I had that kidney stone. And when I had that kidney stone was just shortly after I had had blood work done. So I started drinking the cranberry juice. And I've been drinking that unsweetened cranberry juice the whole time. Well, then when I got my blood work for last visit, it was higher than normal. And the only thing that I'd changed in my diet was that cranberry juice. Well, then when I got this one done, it was still high. What's the only thing I've done different? The cranberry juice. So the cranberry juice is gone. I'm back to just strictly water. And because I know the doctor's going to throw a fit. What do we have here? Good morning, MrCoop and Georgie. Good morning. I cannot.
Ollie?
Yeah, Ollie. Good morning. Good morning. Over on Rumbles.
Some of them are having to move over to your Rumble because their chat is not working on YouTube.
On mine?
On either of ours.
Well, it's moving right along. Lemon Honey's here. DW is here. John Naylor. Tammy. Mercedes.
Grab what now? Oh, yeah. I'm working on it.
All right. Yeah. Oh, so what did you guys think about over the weekend? Man, at the end of last week, we were nailed with a bunch of stuff.
A lot of it that dropped was stuff we covered Friday before we ended.
Right. But what was the new surprise? Dummy got her a bankruptcy lawyer.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes. They think they're gonna just everything's gonna magically just go away. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, one of the things I was talking to the guys last night about was how she can list herself as a creditor.
That's what I was wondering.
That blew my mind when she was listing all of the creditors. How does she list that?
And John.
Oh, she listed John as a creditor too?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess she's just throwing all the shit she can pick up out of the turtle barn right onto the wall to see what sticks. I mean, does she realize if she puts the creditor for that Jeep on there, they'll come get that Jeep? Does she realize that? Whether it's in somebody else's name or not. You know, and I got thinking about that. She can't put that in somebody else's name. There's no way she can as long as it's financed. Now, if it's paid for, yeah. But if it's not paid for, that you have to get permission from the bank. And basically your note is paid off and they have their own note. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Good morning, Brett and Therese.
How y'all doing today?
They're so broke they owe themselves money. Yeah, probably.
Right?
Don't worry about it, guys. It's Monday. I have to go fix stuff after stream.
What are you talking about?
They can't find my Rumble.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. So that's
Which
yeah.
is odd.
We'll get that all worked out. Uh, eventually. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, also, I question putting things into minors' names. Yeah, I don't. No. See, in the state of Florida, Sharon, if you own a vehicle in the state of Florida and it has got registration, which means a license plate on the back of it, it has to be insured. Period. If it's not insured, they will suspend your license, the whole 9 yards. So that child doesn't have a driver's license. So they would have to show proof of insurance somewhere. I mean, I've seen people that changed insurance companies and they would have a lapse, in between the time they changed to the new one and the old one in the computer system. And they would literally nail you and suspend your license when you still had insurance. It's just nothing was caught up inside the computer world of it. I mean, granted, all you have to do is go down and show proof of insurance and they undo it just like that. But still, it's a pain in the butt. Okay, come back here. What has Brett got to say? We discovered the secret to getting through Atlanta without delays. Drive through the midnight on a Sunday following a long weekend. Hey, there you go. There you go. I cannot stand Atlanta, Georgia. If I ever have to go back that way again, I'll do what I've done in the past. I will avoid it. I will map myself around it. Atlanta's got one of the most confusing. I mean, I'm sure there's others out there that's worse than Atlanta, but Atlanta, I can't stand as far as the highways go, especially right downtown. I'm now 20 minutes behind. Just hit refresh, Mary. That'll bring you right back up to speed because trust me, that 20 minutes you're behind, it's just a bunch of jibber jabber about nothing. It's just Georgie and I a little pissy this morning because we couldn't get things to work. We had to start our stream over again. Oh,
I'm back.
yeah, okay. I don't get off I-20. I don't know. I don't know nothing about up there. I don't like Atlanta highways, so they can have that. Mary, go ahead and check. Okay, catch up. But yeah, the first 20 minutes or so there, Mary, is just Georgie and I blah 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 blah, blah just complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing important. We just now started talking about Liar Nut and her crazy antics. Oh, nope, Atlanta. Okay, they're talking about Atlanta now. Pickle Tink. Yeah, Greensboro. Yeah. LP's bankruptcy will make a lawsuit go away. Yeah, it's not going to happen, Tammy. I mean, they think they do. And see, this is what's going to just absolutely drive them insane. How many times listening to Bubbles and Lisa being wrong is she going to keep, listening
Right.
before they're going to cause her. I mean, she's going to lose no matter what, but it's depending on how bad she's going to lose. At this point right now, listening to Lisa and Bruce have got her so screwed up. It's unbelievable. If I was her and John, I'd be looking for lawyers to sue Bruce. Or I'd sue him by myself. If I'd find some way to get some money somewhere to sue his ass because he has got that case so screwed up and he continues day after day to give them shitty advice.
Mm-hmm. And now they got Lips also giving them shitty advice.
There's going to come a point where the judge is just going to say, you know what? We don't need a trial. Boom. Jeremy Hells, how much money you want? Here. I'm done with this shit. You know what I mean?
Right? If only they could get that lucky.
Right. It's kind of nuts, though. I mean, like I said, if I was John and Lynette, I'd be shopping for lawyers. I'd be beating the path trying to figure out a way to sue this guy. And it's not very hard. And as of right now, let's see, Ohio, he's not really responsible for the Ohio stuff because he really wasn't involved too much with that. But they already owe $3,200 in Ohio. I don't know if they paid the courts, $200 a piece. But I know, according to Jeremy, they haven't paid the $3,000.
Right.
So they already owing money. And if anything follows suit like the Ohio down here, they're going to owe a lot of money. A lot of money. Jeremy's offer, I think, is sounding pretty good right about now. You sign over, huh?
Al said, for you folks that don't know, when you file for bankruptcy, your creditors look at all your financial records over your objections. Jeremy and Randy are listed as creditors.
Well, I don't see how she could owe Randy anything at the moment.
Attorney's fees.
But it's not been finalized yet. It's not even went to court yet.
The Ohio attorney's fees.
Well, yeah, that's where Randy's not on that up there. That's just his lawyer in Ohio.
Maybe they added Randy as a precaution.
I don't know.
Because they admitted that their intent of filing the bankruptcy was to try to stop these two cases here in Florida.
Right. Well, it ain't stopping it. It's going to be funny. They're going to throw a fit. I spent all that money for this and it didn't happen. What's going on?
It didn't work.
Exactly. I mean, come on. These guys have just... Bubbles and Lisa has given them so much crap that hasn't worked. Why are they still listening to these people?
I have no idea.
He is what, Tammy? Randy is now not. From what I understand, Randy got his Pro Hac Vici up there for the Guapo trial. I don't think he got his Pro Hac Vici for the
I believe
LP.
he's on all of it.
I don't know. He might be. I don't know. I don't even know if Jeremy's using the same lawyer for the Guapo thing.
That she did, Miss Etsy. He lied to the magistrate, saying that she needed time. Which one is yelling this morning? Is that Tickles? Tickles is spicy this morning, apparently. But I just lost track of thought.
Well, she's in the living room. I don't know what her malfunction is. There's nobody here. It's just us. I don't know why she's going nuts, other than the fact that she's in here with me. Oh, what's Karen got to say? I laughed when screenshots had. Come back here. I don't understand why. What's Miss Karen got to say there?
She said, I laughed so hard when a screenshot had one of their chatters say, I don't understand why it's okay for Jeremy to contact Michelle's family in another state, but not okay for Michelle to contact Ohio. Because Jeremy did not reach out to her family. Her family reached out to him.
Yeah, that's where they continuously lie. He stated time after time after time, he's not reaching out to anybody. People are coming to him. I think he said he's only called one person, and that wasn't him calling them. That was him returning their call.
Right.
But all the rest of them, it's been the other way around. They've contacted him every time.
Exactly. Whereas Dipshit was the one calling people and harassing people.
Oh my!
Sorry, Mama.
Look what she did with Mayor Dan.
Yeah. Threatening Mayor Dan. That didn't get her anywhere but into a protective order.
Yeah, I mean, she called Mayor Dan and emailed Mayor Dan. Did she call Mayor Dan or was it all emails?
She was calling the office and emailing.
Oh, there
Mayor
you
Dan's
go.
Office.
Right on. But yeah, these people are absolutely batty. It's just kind of freaky. It's unreal. Hey, before I forget about it, guys and gals, please hit that like button on both Georgie's side and my side to show ScrewTube to throw us out into the interwebs. Remember, we are streaming on 2 platforms. So if the mods will be so kind, put Georgie's link on my side, my link on her side. That way everybody has access. They can just click
Brother.
like and come back or stay there or whatever they want to do. Oh, Nanny Clampett, what you got to say? The asylum thinks this bankruptcy is a save all, end all. Yeah, well, they're. God dang it. What has got y'all wound up? There is absolutely no one out there.
This is where Coop opens the window and sees there's somebody else.
I'm looking right here. It's right by my face. There's
Maybe
no
they
one.
see and hear something you don't.
Well, I know Mama's still at work, so it can't be her coming home. That's about the only time
That's
they ever
not
get.
what I meant. I don't mean human.
Well, what else would there be? I'm fenced in.
Is your house haunted?
Nope. I don't believe in that shit.
Just 'cause
Chickens
you don't
aren't
believe
even
it-
up front.
Just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it ain't there.
Doesn't mean that it is either.
Oh, I remember what I lost track of thought on. Someone said something about Lynette lying to the magistrate. Yes, she absolutely did. She told him that she needed that extra, 7 or 14 days to file because she was finishing up getting her attorney just to turn around and didn't even get an attorney for the case. She got the bankruptcy attorney. That's frauding the court, right?
Oh, yeah. And then telling the judge flat out that's the reason why she did it. That's absolutely insane. You see old Al, what Al's got to say, she filed under chapter 11 or 7 instead of 13, which means she's basically, they're going to have
Screwing
somebody come
herself.
in and sell off everything. And then once the money goes out, she doesn't get that money. They sell off everything. The money goes to the creditors, and then she walks away from what's left owed.
Look, okay. So my mom filed chapter 7 when I was 13. I had braces that was financed. They repoed my braces because they were one of mom's creditors. They will take everything you have when you file chapter 7.
I can't. My parents filed that when my dad had his heart surgery. They filed it back in the 80s. And I can't remember what they filed, but they had to file it. And man, they had the best credit they ever had for about the first 2 years after that bankruptcy. Everybody was knocking on the door wanting to give them money. But my mom and dad said, no, thank you. We're fine. We don't need it. Because, man, when you have heart surgery like that, and he had insurance through the company he was working for, but back then they didn't pay like they pay nowadays. So there was a huge chunk of his medical bills that he had to pay himself. Well, now he's 100% disabled. So yeah, they filed bankruptcy. Oh yeah, our house, my mom and dad's house that they bought, they paid $100 a month until it was paid for. It was the people who had the house right beside theirs owned both houses. You don't see stuff like that anymore. Okay, this is back in the late 70s. I think it was like 78 or 79 when they bought that house. Could you imagine that today, finding a house that you could buy for $100 a month until it was paid for? No interest on top of it.
Right?
Well, yeah, there was interest because it was an 18-year note. So that meant you had 2 months. They got $200 a year in interest, and all the rest of it was on the principal. So at the end of the year or end of the day, you take 200 times 18. That's the only interest they made off of that house.
Wow.
But they were
Here
good
goes
people.
landscapers.
Huh?
I said, here goes the landscapers. Every Monday, that leaf blower.
Okay, that's what Red Queen, what you got to say? That's because after you file that kind of bankruptcy, they know you can't file again for 7 years. So credit seems. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But hell, from what I understand nowadays, is a lot of people would file bankruptcy because they had a lot of credit card debt. And from what I understand nowadays, they don't absolve you of that credit card debt anymore, do they?
I have no idea.
I don't know how that stuff works. Hey, Kiko, how you doing? How you doing? 1994, I bought my house, 200 and come back here, 14 a month for 15-year note. Yeah, but see, back then, that was a lot of money back then.
Did I see somebody in chat say that Lynette put the Jeep in the child's name? How is that even legal?
She can't.
I didn't think so.
I'm pretty sure she can't do that. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure because when I was living in Missouri, when I left Florida, we didn't have the insurance laws where you were required to have insurance. When I moved to Missouri, it's the same way in Missouri. Most of the people up there, they would get insurance for a month just so that their vehicle passed inspection. They got their tags, and then they would drop their insurance. Well, down here, you can't do that. You drop your insurance or your insurance lapse in Florida, they suspend your driver's license. You get a nasty little letter in the mail saying, hey, guess what? You're driving illegally. I could understand them suspending the tag on the vehicle, but your driver's license? That's nuts. Did I lose you? Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, I was pulling up the bankruptcy files and was looking, see if there was anything relevant for us to pull up and actually look at on stream.
Oh, right, butt naked. Yeah, they're trying everything they can, and it's not going to work. Yeah, making $4.75 an hour minimum wage at McDonald's. There you go, Kiko. But yeah, it's absolutely nuts that these people would sit there and think that they could just walk away from this debt. You know, it's kind of crazy. What you got here?
Okay, so this is the Doc 1 from her bankruptcy filing, and I scrolled down to Part 4 because this stood out to me. It says, do you own or have any property that poses or is alleged to pose a threat of an imminent and identifiable hazard to public health or safety, or do you own any property that needs immediate attention? For example, do you own perishable goods or livestock that must be fed, or a building that needs urgent repair? She marked no.
She's got animals.
Turtles,
Yeah,
chickens,
turtles,
ducks,
chickens, ducks. Yeah, she's got dogs, cats.
There's a barn that needs immediate completion done to it, which is technically repairs.
Well, not to mention that old pole barn that sits out there by the shed that's about half falling down.
That part. Yeah, so she lied.
Isn't there a structure right on the other side of John's RV? It looks like a well house or something. I don't know what it is. It's where the child was, and she told her to get away from there before she got a nail in her eye.
That little lean-to, like an old chicken shack.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I guess it's a chicken shack. But yeah. But how many of these creditors are actually going to go out to her property and look and say, hey, you lied. Hey, Skipper, what's happening, Captain? Where was you this morning? We missed you this morning. Yeah,
that stood out to me. I'm like, you just whole ass lied on your bankruptcy paper. Just this part.
I mean, I'm assuming she has to list everything she owns, right?
Yeah.
And like Al said, she filed Chapter 7. So if she owns property and the property is paid for, would she not be required to sell that property to satisfy the creditors?
Yeah.
I mean,
It says, are your debts primarily consumer debt? She says, yes. Are
because
you
at this
falling under
point,
Chapter 7? Yes.
how many creditors do you estimate that you have? Between 1 and 49. Okay. How much do you owe? I guess that's what it says.
How much do you estimate your assets to be worth? 50 to 100,000.
That's a little on the high side.
Right?
I'd say zero. Well, no, she's got the Jeep in there, and it's what, 3
The
years
Jeep,
old?
yeah, the Jeep itself is worth more than anything else she's got.
Yeah, it's.
Uh,
I'd say her property's probably worth about 25 grand, maybe 30. Because she does have the new septic system on it with the septic tank. She's got the pole barn. She's got the concrete slab for the pole barn to set on. And then those little tiny sheds, one she's got filled with all of her shit, and the other one that she supposedly lives in, those are about between $4,000 and $10,000, depending on what you buy. I don't know how long. I know the one she supposedly lived in, that one was probably, $5,000, $6,000. The other one looks like it's a little bigger. It's probably around 7, 8, after financing. Property was only approximately 23,000. Yes, right. But I'd say she's probably between 50 and 100,000 if you add everything up. Which that ain't much. But now, Al, answer me the question. Any of you guys know about this Chapter 7 shit? Let me know. I mean, isn't it one of those deals where they'll take everything you own and sell it to satisfy the creditors, and then you walk away with nothing? Can they take your property? That's going to be kind of hard, because if John's not on the bankruptcy, which I don't think he is he? He owns half of that property, so I don't see how. I guess they could sell her half. That'd be kind of hard.
Overview of Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Chapter 7 bankruptcy, often referred to as liquidation bankruptcy, is designed to provide a fresh start for individuals and businesses overwhelmed by debt. It allows for the discharge of most unsecured debts, such as credit card debt, medical bills, and personal loans. While certain debts like student loans, tax debts, alimony, and child support typically remain non-dischargeable.
Well, now, Jerry, I would agree with you that she overpaid on the property when she bought it. But as it sits right now, she has upgraded a lot of the property, and just that septic system, the electric that's on it, that pole barn, that concrete slab that the pole barn sets on, the new fence that's on it, it's over 23,000 now. I would be safe to say it's probably around 35 to 40 with all she's got invested in it right now. Even with that pole barn not being completed, that's still a nice chunk of money sitting there. So yeah, I definitely. Now I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on any of that, but Coop. What does DR got to say? They can't take property. I guess they can take property unless it's been proven to be homesteaded. She can keep any vehicles worth less than either of the 3,000 or 5K, depending on the state. Okay.
Yeah, it says liquidation. Okay, first, appointment of trustee. Once the bankruptcy petition is filed, A court-appointed trustee is assigned to the case. The trustee's role is to review the debtor's financial situation, liquidate non-exempt assets, and distribute the proceeds to creditors. Liquidation of assets. The trustee may sell a non-exempt asset to pay off creditors. However, many filers do not lose significant property, as most personal belongings and essential items are often exempt from liquidation.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Queen, for the $5 super chat. Did they both file as the property is owned by both? How can they file and claim and use any of the property as collateral? I don't think John's not on this paperwork, so I don't think he filed. I got a feeling, like Jeremy said last night, I got a feeling that we're going to be seeing that here soon. I think he is going to file it. But back to Tammy's question, or DR's comment, $3,000 to $5,000. That Jeep's worth well over $3,000 to $5,000. So,
does this has to do with the question you asked a while ago? While some assets may be liquidated, many individuals retain their essential possessions, such as clothing, household goods, and sometimes even their homes and vehicles, depending on state exemption. So it depends on the state. So,
well, according to their property, they're trying to claim it as homestead. Well, that's not what the county's listing it as. The county's basically listing it as a derelict piece of property that nobody lives on. That's how the county has it listed right now. Am I wrong there, Georgie?
yeah, she has the land listed, but I don't see how she can list the land when she's only part owner.
Right. Oh, my goodness. 324 people watching right now. So, hey, guys and gals, if you don't mind, please hit that like button. Show ScrewTube to send us out into the interwebs. And you have to do it on both Georgie's side and my side because we stream simultaneously. All right. Wow. Well, they rolled up in here today. Yeah, buddy. Just to listen to us talk about two nutbags in Otter Creek, Florida.
Here you go, Coopy. I was just sent this screenshot from Dum Dum
Josie.
saying something in the Fleece chat last night.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
I have good news for the rescue. I will be introducing a new business into my flea market booth. Permanent jewelry to raise money for their food. And I have lots of customers that are ready to go.
I thought she was broke.
I thought you were, yeah.
I thought she was indigent. Oh, what's Josie got to say? I had it. I lost it. There it is. Oh, do we know if she paid the fine in Ohio? No, she did not, Josie. Nemesis is here?
Yes, Nemesis is here.
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Oh, there's no home. Exactly, Diane. They do not have a home. According to Levy County, it's just a derelict piece of property with no one living on it. But yet they receive mail there.
That part. Well, technically they receive mail at the P.O. box, but
Right.
still,
Yeah, but
same
still,
difference.
same thing. I don't know, guys. This is one of those conundrums where you scratch your head and wonder, how can these idiots just keep getting away with this? Oh, Coop, what's whoa, okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Come back here. Coop, she gets 2,500 homestead exemption. Oh,
5,000.
or 25,000 homestead exemption. I don't know.
Yeah, but hasn't been proven that she's actually homestead. Like, I've not seen any documents on the homestead stuff.
Right. That's why I say she can say she's homestead and all she wants until I see documents on it. And you would think that the tax assessors would show that it's homestead on the taxes. And we've looked at those several times, and I've never seen anything about homesteading on there. Have you, Georgie?
No.
Not to mention she didn't list the flea market as a business on her bankruptcy. Now, see, Sheriff, that's what's going to cost her in the long run. Okay, when you lie about this kind of stuff or you omit shit when you're going to try and go through a bankruptcy, that stuff can come back to bite you in the butt. And who's to say she might not even be allowed to file? They might reject it and say, no, you're just going to have to buckle down and pay your bills. Just because she filed for bankruptcy doesn't mean they're going to grant it.
Right.
There is no permanent structure on the lot. There must be, according to homestead. Exactly, Jack. Exactly. There isn't a home. I mean, oh, so can she get into further trouble? Oh, come back here for not paying the fine, or will it help her write it off? You talking about Josie? You talking about the fines in Ohio? I don't think she can get out of that. But the $200, the $100 that John owes and the $100 that she owes, I can imagine they've probably paid that. I'm not sure. But the $3,000 that she owes in attorney fees, that's what she's trying to get to disappear with Jeremy.
I find it interesting that she filed this on July 3rd. What was the, do you remember what the deadline was that she had to have the attorney filed in Fed 1?
The what now? That's already come and gone, I believe.
That's what I thought. But I feel like it was similar to the date that she filed this bankruptcy.
Right on, right on.
And there's her attorney. So,
Oh,
that's just
let's
proof.
let's talk about that. She got the money to buy this or get this attorney, right? And I guess from what I heard, a lot of people in the chat were just going off. That's not what they gave the money for.
Right. That's not what they paid for.
So at the end of the day, was Lisa able to schmooze these people, enough to say, hey, it's okay? Or are they still mad? I don't get over there and watch any of their shit, so I only go off of what you guys tell me.
Right.
Oh, from what I understand, bankruptcy cannot be used to eliminate court judgments. Ooh. That's interesting. That's from the Owl Man. Oh,
Interesting.
It's taxed as vacant. Exactly, Diane. I mean,
That's what I thought. Yeah.
but like Jeremy said last night, you mark my words, there's going to be more of them fools trying to file bankruptcy now.
Oh, yeah. Well, from what Stupid Dave said, they're all going to.
Al is correct, Skipper says. All right, Button Naked, wait till you read the little bit about the attorney. Oh, this attorney? I heard they've already dug into him. I guess he's another shyster. I don't know. I don't know if there was any good things or bad things said about the guy. Knowing their track record, the guy is probably a just like Bubbles and them. He's probably been in trouble several times. Who knows? You know anything about her lawyer, Georgie?
I've not looked into him. No, I haven't had time, but I plan on it.
I think some of the chatters have actually looked into it. Oh, what's Cher got to say? Storm, but according to Lynette's, Lynette's post, please said herself. Come back here, dang it. Back from the donation property. What? According to Lynette's post, Felisa paid herself back for the donations for the property taxes. Oh. Yeah, I heard that she gave Lynette the money, but why would she pay herself back? Well, why wouldn't it come out of the money that was raised?
She also admitted last night that she hasn't given Lynette a dime. So, which is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
I've got the creditor page up, and I'm going through and redacting addresses and whatnot so we can pull it up. Da, 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 da. Almost done.
But yeah, it's kind of baffling. I mean, it's one of those deals where you got to scratch your head and say, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" Oh, there is so much deception in that paperwork, right, DR? The district attorney will argue the homestead part of it and win. How? Okay. As well as the safety of the property, the animals, and the flea market, etc. I don't know. I don't know. That's one of those things that, like I said, makes you scratch your head and wonder how this stuff is even allowed to go on. But they are throwing as much as they can at the wall just to see what's going to happen. The first bankruptcy court hearing is tomorrow morning by Zoom. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. This is probably just to work out kinks, I would imagine. I don't think they do it in one day, do they?
No. The actual hearing for it is August 6th, but they have a meeting with the trustee and the creditors.
Georgie, Karen's
Tomorrow.
asking you a question.
What
What
paper
paper?
says Zoom call on July 9th? Hold on. I will go back and see. The meeting of creditors is August 6th at 10:50 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, I don't see anything about tomorrow. Unless there's a document I did not get.
Well,
Because there is a document missing.
right. There's number 2, unless the numbers were not put in correctly.
Because on Doc 4, it only shows the hearing for August 6th. So, Al, if you happen to have a document that I could not find, I
Well,
would
Jack,
be greatly appreciated.
I know that Jeremy's been working on putting a lien on the property, but I don't know if it's gone through yet.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have not heard, one way or the other. Last I heard from Jeremy, they were working on it. That's what his lawyer was, working on, but I haven't heard that it's been finalized yet. Zoom is for where is your lawyer, LP? Oh, what, Susie? Zoom is for where is your lawyer, LP?
I have no idea. Unless this is a Zoom meeting. Is it for the bankruptcy or is it for Fed 1?
Right. Oh, you got to go out? All right, hold on.
Correct, share. But he was going to use the court fees that she owed to be able to put the lien. So I feel like this is her response of, oh, you can't put a lien on my property because I filed bankruptcy.
All right. Daisy had to go outside. What'd you say? What happened?
I was responding to a comment. Now I don't know where it went. Oh, Cher was responding to Jack saying, yes, he's a creditor, but not because of the lien. It's because of the court fees. And I was responding to that as Jeremy was going to use those Ohio court fees that she owes him to be able to put the lien on her property.
Right.
But we don't know if it's happened. So I feel like she's doing this bankruptcy thing as, oh, you can't put a lien on my property because now I'm in bankruptcy. type
Right.
of deal.
She's gonna try and get that $3,000 to disappear. I want to know is how much is she paying for all of this? That's what I want to know.
Well, I do know she paid a $388 filing fee to the court.
Yeah, but how much did she hand over to this lawyer?
That's a good question.
That's going to be an interesting one to find out right there. Well, I can just imagine what the hell?
Yeah, so Coop, I pulled up the creditor page and she has Chase Bank, Continental Finance Company, Cricket Wireless, Deanna and George, Grow Financial Federal Credit Union. I don't know what that is. Jeremy, John Cook, Medallion Bank, PayPal Credit. I didn't even
All
know
right.
I didn't even know you could get credit through PayPal. That's a thing.
Okay, Shanimus has got a comment that came up, and for some reason it got hidden. There it is. I don't know why, but there's Shanimus's comment. When I filed, huh?
Go ahead. I was going to read it for you, but go ahead.
Yeah, when I filed bankruptcy, I went to my first appointment with a binder, all divided, receipts and everything, payments. Anything I had was listed in order. I doubt Lynette did any of that. Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right. I just don't understand why her comment was hidden.
I don't either.
Okay, mods, be careful with them 3 dots on people's comments.
Yeah, we had that happen. Was it Thursday with poor Harry?
Yeah, be
He
careful.
accidentally got banned.
So my question is, why, if you proclaim you are innocent, why file bankruptcy? That's the $10 million question right there. Oh, wow. That's what they're getting sued for. Don't make me.
Hit me with that whip. Hit me with that whip. Do it again.
Lynette well, come back here. What's Kathleen got to say? Lynette is going to get so busted in court. Exactly. The judges are going to have to file a day with her. Oh, yeah. This is going to turn into a huge mess.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is going to go the way they think it will. Just like everything else they have tried has not gone the way they thought it will.
Why is the bankruptcy lawyer in Miami? Well, that's a good question. I don't know, Nancy. They probably had to go down there, because hopefully nobody knows about what's going on up here. Who knows? I mean, from what I gathered, they went all over Florida looking for lawyers for all kinds of stuff, and nobody's willing to step up and help them.
Coop, I'm sending you a screenshot.
Yeah, buddy. I'm very interested to know how the judge is going to react, because he gave them time for their damn lawyer, right? To get them a lawyer. He didn't give them time to get them a bankruptcy lawyer. He gave them time to get a lawyer for this court case. So I'm very interested to see the judge's reaction on that. Okay, what do we have here?
By the way, when you were hitting me with the whip, I was typing out a comment in your chat because your likes aren't matching your views. I was fussing at your chat. While you were whipping me, I was whipping your chat in order. Okay, so I didn't even know PayPal credit was a thing. You can get a credit line through PayPal? Oh, okay, Al. Thank you. Al said the reason document 2 is not listed is because it has all her private personal information on it.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's not on Pacer.
Well, thank you for that. I'm glad that they didn't list that then. I don't want any of her personal information.
I don't either.
Now, okay, who sent you this?
I said in our messages.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Card. Oh, really? I didn't know that was a thing, Bucky.
What's that?
You can get a credit card through PayPal.
Yeah, I got one.
It's a high interest. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that is very high interest. I mean,
Yes, what Bucky just said.
if you're doing business, it's a good thing to have one, but it's one of them deals that if you get one, you make sure when it's time to, okay, say I buy something for $100, when my bill comes due, I pay that $100.
Right.
I mean, you don't let it just sit there and keep building up. You only spend what you know you can pay off when the bill comes due. Because, I mean, the interest is so damn high. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if they have an annual fee or not. But yeah, I've got the credit card and I've got the debit card. But I've never used the credit card. Coop, unfortunately, the judge, this is vet firefighter, the judge, as usual, probably won't do anything about her misleading the court. Well, that's where we were talking here a few weeks ago. We see a lot of what's going on from Jeremy, from everybody that's involved in this talking about it. We see more than what the judge sees. The judge only sees what's turned in these motions. So that's where, if Randy and them need the judge to know something, they have to literally put it in a motion so the judge will read it. Because if it's not in a motion, the judge don't have a clue about it. Right, Georgie?
Right.
I mean, that's the one thing I can honestly say that I like and I don't like when it comes to the courts. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts. The courts should literally know more than what they know. But then again, they don't have people to go out and literally just investigate everything. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Bucky, for the $10 super. And I already did. I just didn't reply.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Al said we need to look at page 1 again on document 1. We now have another last name for Lynette.
Oh, really?
Did I miss something?
Oh, wow.
Let me pull that back up. I'm amused by who she chose.
I don't know.
These are names we already had. Yeah, the Corrados we already knew about.
Let's go pull that puppy up. See what we got going on.
But I find it interesting that she didn't list all of her aliases in this bankruptcy filing. She only listed Corrados and Cook and Preston.
So, I got a question for all you guys out there. When you go get a driver's license, they only use the name that's on your birth certificate, right? They don't use all these imaginary fake names, do they?
Unless she has other fake documents.
I mean,
because you have to have your birth certificate and your social security card to get a license.
Right.
But the only way she could get past that is if she was in some type of protective custody where they change their names and give them all these other legal documents to be able to change their names.
I got you. So was Crook and Lynette not married long enough for her name to change?
She went by Cook for a while. I just don't know how long.
Huh.
Because Cook is listed on this document.
Yeah, he's listed as a creditor.
Yeah, and so is Rex
Well,
and Willis.
we were talking about that last night. All these people that she listed, everybody that was in the Trespass 5.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the thumbnail case, she only listed one person. That's Jeremy. She
No,
didn't.
look up right here beside. She put George right here with Deanna.
Oh, so are they on there too? Okay, all right. I didn't see that.
Yeah, she's got
Oh,
Deanna
they
and
listed
George.
them listed
Jeremy,
them together.
Yeah.
All right. Where's Larry?
Willis. Yeah, where's Larry?
Is Larry on there?
Where's Tat? Why is Tat not listed on there?
Well, he's in another country. She's probably not worried about him, but Larry, I'd be
There's
worried about.
Therese.
Yeah, but no Brett.
Herself.
There's no Brett.
Yeah.
So I think she's doing that. See, I don't think that Deanna, Travis, Rex, I don't think that they would come after her because they were never served in the first one. So they have no reason to spend money to sue her.
Right. But I find it hilarious. Like she put Therese on there, but not Brett.
Right. That don't make sense. I was wondering, okay, did she owe some other kind of money or? Because I'm assuming that Brett and Therese are both on the $50,000 lawsuit against her, right?
Yeah, Brett and Therese filed that $50,000 something suit against her.
Yeah, but DW, Tat's not involved. You know, DJ Radis isn't involved in the sanctions and the lawyer's fees, but Larry is.
That's right. It didn't matter that she dropped them. They can still turn around and file sanctions against her for a fault. Daggone it. Words are hard today. Frivolous lawsuit.
Yeah,
There's
miscarriage
the
of justice.
That part.
Yeah. She might owe back rent from campsite. Terry. She might. Yes. Could be. I don't know.
Yeah,
She owed back rent on that. I bet we would have done heard about that by now.
Oh, yeah. If she owed back rent, I'm sure Brett and Therese would have already been vocal about it.
Yeah. But
After
I don't
she
know.
came after them.
This is a very interesting turn of events, if you ask me. I see this going several ways. And I don't think any of them is going to be good for that side of the fence. I really don't. I think things are going to get nasty between some of these defendants and the judge.
This lady right here, Koopy, Teresa Bender, that is the court trustee.
The who? What?
That is the court-appointed trustee for her bankruptcy case. Why is she listed as a creditor?
What's she going to do? Try and get out of paying her too?
She doesn't have to pay her. She's court-appointed.
Well, you know, nothing surprises me with these people. You know, I was surprised she got this much of the shit filed. I mean,
Well, she didn't do it. Jerome did.
who the hell is Jerome? Oh, that's right, the lawyer. Okay. Yeah, but he can only file what she tells him, you know. I mean, he puts down what she tells him to put down.
That's right.
He don't know who her creditors are until she tells him. But yeah, why would that lady's name be on there? She's the one to oversee everything. Right about now, I think Jeremy's offer is the best offer on the table right now. Because
He has been in trouble.
Huh?
This
What's
is her current attorney. He was disciplined in 2022
For?
by the bar. I don't know. I haven't clicked on it yet, but it says discipline cases that are public record are posted below. Select the reference number to view the Supreme Court order and other related documents. Members of the public may obtain information about any disciplinary history older than 10 years by emailing this or by calling this. Admonishment on 11/28/22. That's twice. This is the
Okay.
bar website, by the way.
Public information, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time to tell everybody, hey, please do us a huge favor. Stay away from all these people. Don't go commenting on their stuff. Don't go liking or disliking on their stuff. Just stay away from them. I mean, you guys are grown people. You can make up your own minds, what you want to do. It's just we're strongly urging everybody, stay away from them. So they just don't give them an excuse to try and use anything against Jeremy. That's just all I'm saying. Good morning, Ed Scout. How you doing?
Well, that's not.
Oh, Chapter 7 does not excuse debt. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Okay, date of the bankruptcy hearing is August 6th, 2025, 10:50 a.m. on Zoom. Okay, so it's not tomorrow. All right. I can send cleaning supplies anonymously. There you go, Nanny Clampett. You have at it. What you oohing about over there? Did you find something interesting?
Yeah.
What did you find?
Let me get it saved and I'll send it over to you.
Okay.
But it's about her bankruptcy attorney.
Oh, I see.
It's the bar complaint.
I got you. John Naylor in the house. I saw you earlier, brother, and I didn't get a chance to say hi. How you doing? Rickles, how you doing? Welcome back, bud. Have not seen you in a while, brother. Welcome back. Oh,
I dropped it in your Discord, Coopy, in
Okay.
her bankruptcy file.
Okay. And mine or yours?
Both.
Okay. I go look. All right.
That's why I was like, ooh.
And I'll just number this one. No, I'll just number it. No, I'm not going to number it. You got it self-explanatory. It don't need to be numbered. Because it's not part of the documents. So let's go take a look.
Let's see. I already have that one. Let's go back.
All right. Tink, 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 tink. Let's see.
There's another one. I gotta say.
Oh, these are just minor infractions.
Yeah, that's minor misconduct, but it's misconduct nonetheless.
Right. So I wonder how long. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's a nice little chunk of change for getting slapped into trouble. Yeah. All right. Wow. Okay. Let's go see. Now these are public records, so we can read them.
Yeah, this is on the Florida Bar website.
All right.
And all I did was Google his name. And the first thing that came up was the bar complaints.
Summary of misconduct. Okay. And rule violation.
Now we're doing this on the fly, chat, so bear with us. Yeah, all I did was Google him. I'm looking to see if I can find any reviews on him as well.
Oh, this is what Tug was reading last night.
Yeah, that's why I went to look it up.
Oh. So this is where they supposedly had a website that if you went and visited it, they gathered your information and messed with you. He sent a threatening letter, and come to find out it was no such website or some shit like that. Allegedly treated ability. Oh, clear. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Yes, I'm not going to read all this. I'll let you read it. Have fun with it.
Yeah, holy cow. Administrative fee was $1,250. Investigative costs and expenses $78.74. Total $1328.74.
So they literally paid an investigator to dig into this.
Yeah.
Wow. He's okay. By no means are we saying this guy's a bad lawyer, guys. It's just this is just stuff that's come up against him. I don't know the guy. I don't know anything about him. Just reading what's been posted about him on the bar. I mean, I didn't read all of it, so I don't know all of it yet. So, does these people collect lawyers for the bar complaint site? Yeah, let's go shopping for a lawyer on the bar complaint site. Yeah, that's the ticket. What do you think, Georgie?
I'm trying to figure out if this is the same guy that was because the pictures that's coming up.
Why are you looking for pictures?
I wasn't. It came up when I searched his name.
Oh, well, that could be anybody.
That's what
Hey,
I'm
shit.
thinking. I
You
was just
search
trying to
my
figure out.
government name and a bunch of dead people come up.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's see what the Better Business Bureau says.
exactly, Cher. It's all a stall tactic. They will file one after another to keep it getting. Yeah, and you know the sad part about this is the fact that they're going to try and stall this, thinking that they can get it dismissed, and at the end of the day, that's just going to make that number go higher and higher and higher. You see what I'm saying, Georgie?
Yeah.
So they probably know that Jeremy's never going to recoup all the money from this lawsuit. So they're just trying to make him spend more and more and more. At some point, the judge is going to have to consider a default judgment, some kind of judgment to stop all of this shit. Because until they because I straight up, Ohio's kind of high for, kind of way up there for them to collect down here. But all the ones here in Florida that pull this crap, like Lynette and Crook, Lisa, Robbie, anyone in Florida, shit. That judge can get to the point to where he says, enough is enough. We're looking at contempt of court, and I'm going to start putting people's ass in jail.
Huh. This one review says, be aware of this company. I consolidated my debt with them a few years ago, made all my payments to them, which was over $7,000, and nothing ever got resolved with any of the creditors. I wound up disputing the charges on my credit report and told them to contact Remasaran Law if they had any questions. Also, on my credit report, it has Remasaran's address as one of the places I've lived, and I've never lived in Miami, Florida. Again, please be aware of this company.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Bucky, for the $5 super. If all their lawyers lined up to try out for Better Call Saul, none would be picked. No one could ever believe they could even be pretend lawyers. How do they keep finding these effed up lawyers?
I don't know. It's kind of nuts. It's like, I think it was Cher said a minute ago, what are they all shopping for the worst lawyers on the bar?
They gotta be. What do they go to bar complaints and then pick out the worst rated one? Like, what in the hell?
Well, I'm sure they're like anybody else. You know, they'll gather a list of lawyers, and they'll probably have the best at the top, the worst at the bottom, and that's usually where they're going to end up is at the bottom. I mean, think about it. If you were a stranger looking into this from the outside and didn't know anything about all of this, and you just read the file on it, what would your idea, what would your opinion be walking into this blind, not knowing anybody involved?
Right.
What's Native got to say? Jeremy said, what? Because LMP filing bankruptcy, he will get. I'm not even reading all that. You have at it. Natives.
Jeremy said that now because of Lacey filing bankruptcy, he will get into Flea's financial records as well as LMNOP's financial records.
How?
Pretty much all of them. Jeremy said that, but what he meant by that was Lisa is claiming she's going to file too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, once they all start filing, he'll be able to get into all their shit.
Exactly. DR said birds of a feather. That
Right.
part.
I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of nutty. Oh, James, thank you for being a member for 3 months of Coop's Kooks. Thank you, sir. But yeah, it's kind of nuts. I just don't think they understand the can of worms they're opening with this stuff. What do you think, Georgie?
I don't think they do. Oh no, you told me to dig into this guy and I did, and holy cow.
Well, no. Let's take a look if you want to.
And so I was working on getting it zoomed in. So this one stands out because the same guy did a review twice. And it's kind of sus because 3 weeks ago, he left a 1-star review with a bad comment. And then a week ago, he turned around and made a good one. That's
Is it somebody trying to pad the review board?
No, I take that back. It's not the same person. My bad. I had to look at the last name again.
All right.
But I was there for a second. I was like, did he pay this guy off to turn around and fix the review? But then I realized it was a different last name.
And we were talking about Amazon last night. That old boy that Mama bought them monitors from, him trying his best to get her to take that review down. And she refused. But once she got Amazon involved, his communications with Mama ended. They stopped.
Yeah. Let's see if I can zoom this in some more. As good as I can get it without me not being able to read it. So this one says Jerome and his staff. Nope, wrong one. There we go. I wish there was a way to leave negative stars. This law firm was put on retainer and not one single representative from that law group reached out in over 2 months after taking our money. I don't even think it's an actual law firm. I think it's a front. Every time you call, you only speak to a paralegal who tells you that they can't answer your questions and that all they can do is leave a message for the lawyers to call you, to which they never do. It's a Ponzi scheme. Buyer beware. This was 3 weeks ago. The first one I read to you guys was 3 months ago. And there's some good ones. But that's just a handful out of all the Google reviews. But those two stood out.
So where's the meat and potatoes?
Ponzi.
Yeah, where's the meat and potatoes from the bar?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's 2 complaints from 2 different people. Let me
Native Pride. Wait, doesn't this sound like Stark?
Bingo.
I wouldn't want any part of this lawsuit whatsoever. I mean, if I was a lawyer, I'd run the other way.
And that's how they keep ending up with these lawyers, because none of
Well,
the
they're
good
scraping
ones.
they're scraping the bottom of the barrel. These guys, they're just stepping up. They'll take the money and they won't really do anything whatsoever. I mean, look at Stark. He took the money. What has he actually done besides go to the hospital? He's done nothing.
So it says, pursuant to Rule 3-7.4 of the rules regulating the Florida Bar, the committee accepts respondents' tendered admission of minor misconduct received on August 22nd, 2022, and recommends that respondent receive an admonishment. The admonishment should be administered by service of this report. Summary of misconduct and rule violations found. Mr. McWilliam, president of Florida State Mortgage Group Incorporated, filed a grievance against Mr. Remasarin after receiving a demand letter from Mr. Remasarin, who was a counsel to Legal Justice Advocates, LLP, on behalf of an organization called Victims Awareness Incorporated. The demand letter alleged that the tester from Victims Awareness Incorporated attempted to navigate Florida Lifestyle Mortgage LLC's website using screen reading software. This tester was allegedly trained to test for online accessibility for blind and or visually disabled individuals. The demand letter declared that the website was in violation of the Federal Fair Housing Act and the Florida Fair Housing Act, and demanded action to be taken to make the websites readily accessible to and usable by blind and visually impaired individuals. The letter stated that because of the individual's noncompliance with FHA regulations, Victims Awareness, Inc. had incurred damages, attorney's fees, and costs related to its compliance and enforcement efforts. The demand letter further stated that they reserved the right to seek judicial enforcement. Victims Awareness, Inc. attached a blank pre-drafted complaint that was to be filed in federal court with the letter. Mr. Remasarin was unable to provide the bar with a signed and dated retainer agreement reflecting that Legal Justice Advocates, LLP, represented Victims Awareness Incorporated. The only agreement provided to the Florida Bar was an unsigned template of a retainer agreement. The bar was unable to locate a working website or phone number for Victims Awareness Incorporated, and efforts to contact the 3 members of Victims Awareness Board of Directors revealed that one was deceased, a second could not be located, and a third individual with the same name denied any knowledge of Victims Awareness Incorporated. As a result of the bar's inability to verify any professional relationship between respondent and or the firm and Victims Awareness Incorporated, the grievance committee accepted the respondent's tender of an admission of minor misconduct and finds that the following rules regulating the Florida Bar have been violated. 4-3.1, meritorious claims and contentions, and 4-8.4a, misconduct. Comment on mitigating, aggravating, or evidentiary matters. The committee believes that the following comment on mitigating, aggravating, and evidentiary matters will be helpful in considering acceptance of the report. In mitigation, respondent exhibited remorse for his conduct. He has never been disciplined by the Florida Bar. He has ceased performing this type of legal work. The complainant who was subjected to the demand letter did not make any payments to Victims Awareness Incorporated, and there was no issue of restitution. Cost. The cost of these proceedings is assessed against respondent as follows. The administrative fee of $1,250. Investigative costs and expenses, $78.74. Total was $1,328.74. Costs are due to the Florida Bar within 30 days from the acceptance of this minor misconduct recommendation. Pursuant to Rule 1-3.6c of the rules regulating the Florida Bar, any person now or hereafter licensed to practice law in Florida shall be deemed a delinquent member if the member fails to pay the costs assessed in diversion or disciplinary cases within 30 days after the disciplinary decision or diversion recommendation becomes final, unless such time is extended by the Board of Governors for good cause shown. Delinquent members shall not engage in the practice of law in Florida, nor be entitled to any privileges and benefits accorded to members of the Florida Bar in good standing. That was November 8th, 22.
Now, am I wrong here when I'm saying it sounds like he was trying to bill somebody for services that he did not render?
It sounds like he was, yes, but it was for a fake. This did not exist, and the people
Right.
that he claimed to be on the board of victims awareness either could not be found or were dead.
Now, the victims awareness, is that supposed to be the people he was representing or the people that
Yes.
he was? Oh, so it was a fictitious company going after somebody else, apparently.
Yes.
Sounds a lot like Bubbles up there in Matt DeTutis, don't it?
Sounds a lot like daggone it, Fat Boy, his fraudulent stuff that he did.
Well, wasn't Bubbles trying to sue for overpayment that he basically didn't deserve to begin with?
That's a current suit, yes.
Right. I mean, kind of nuts. Yeah, what was it, Cher? Who was it that said birds of a feather? That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And I hope that Jeremy understands how nutty this is going to get with these people. I got a feeling it's going to get way, way worse before it ever gets better. I mean, just look at how much it's cost him just going against Lynette and Crook. Imagine what's going to happen when this Fed Case 2 kicks off and really starts rolling.
So from what I'm reading, because there was 2 bar complaints against him by 2 different people, but it was the same situation, he was charged this $1,300 twice.
Oh, so he's looking at over $3,000. Wow.
Yeah, because there's a different name from the same company that filed a grievance against Jerome as well. The Florida
Wow.
Lifestyle Mortgage LLC. There was 2 people from that company that filed a grievance against Jerome.
Huh. So her lawyer's name is Jerome.
Yes.
Huh.
Remasarin. Jerome Remasarin.
Now that's not a name that you hear every day.
No.
Huh.
Not Remasarin. Ramsarin.
All right. It's going to get crazy, boys and girls. I bet you this. I'm not too sure on Fed 1. I think Jeremy's right. It might stall it for maybe a month or 2. It'll pick back up and then it'll continue. But man, if you get a whole bunch of these idiots filing this same stupid shit, this could be a 2-3 year freaking thing.
Yeah, they keep trying to stall it. It's going to end up making it last a lot longer than it should.
Well, their whole idea behind everything is, okay, let's get it to stall. We'll just bleed Jeremy, of as much money as we can, and hopefully he'll end up just dropping it. That's their ultimate goal right there. They're going to try and bleed him to death when it comes to money, just to get him to say, I'm done, and wash his hands of it. But I don't think Jeremy will.
Yeah, no, I don't see Jeremy backing off.
Yeah, he's like a tick on a dog. He's burrowed in, he's going for the long haul.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to get to a point to where the judge is going to have to step in and say enough is enough. We're here to argue the case. We're here to argue the merits of the case, and that's it. All this other childish bullshit's going to go. It's going to stop, or I'm going to start, sanctioning people. I'm going to start putting people in jail. Because that judge can do it. He can literally do it.
He can do it, but will he? Because as of right now, he's not done jack shit.
I don't know. When it starts getting to the point to where it's really hurting Jeremy and the courts, he can start looking into the courts to suing the courts. I don't know. It could, if it continues, I don't know. If Jeremy asked for another judge, which he has the right to do, that would be more time for a new judge to get caught up. But I don't think Jeremy will. I think the judge is going to see through all this bullshit and he will crack down.
Oh, we can only hope. That
You know,
the
I
judge will
I still
finally
have
wake
faith
up.
in the judge. I really do.
I don't.
Well, that's you. That's a few. That's a few people that don't have faith. But when I see
Hey.
them sanctions on bubble come down, that'll be my confirm right there.
I agree, Jack. He has become McFloppy. But like Coop said, now if he actually proves us all wrong and finally does something to Bubbles, then I'll come back around. But as of right now, no.
Well, remember we just got a ruling last week on to have him vacated. So now that has been ruled on, that's out of the way. There's no more messing with that in Fed 1. So he can move forward with Fed 1 with his job. You know, I thought that Megan made a pretty good point when she said, you know, hey, maybe he's just waiting for this motion to vacate to be ruled on before he starts doing his business.
Well,
Because
that's
we
what-
did, huh?
I mean, I agree with that to a point. That's what we're hoping for. And he did say in one of his orders that sanctions will be done, but until him saying it and doing it is two different things, because he's already said he was going to sanction Bubbles once and he's not done it. So actions speak louder than words in this situation. So once he actually does it, then I'll change my mind.
Let's see. How can I have faith when he's dumped all over the rock? The what? How can you have faith when he's dumped all over the rocket?
Randy the Rocket.
I don't think he has. I think he's playing it smart. He's not giving them any excuse. I mean, think about it, guys. The motion to vacate was dismissed. All right. So that's a win for the judge. Up until that point, he had these people say, hey, I want him off the case. Well, now that it's been ruled in his favor that he's not off the case, I honestly don't think he's dumped on Randy. We see it. I think a lot of us being on Jeremy's side, we're looking at it a little too close. That's just my opinion. I think he's there for justice. And he's making sure, okay, he's got clowns over here and he's got Jeremy over here. Well, obviously these clowns over here don't know shit. They don't realize what they're in for. So he's having to play the kid glove thing to carry on with the case.
And I could be wrong. He could have already looked into how crooked Bubbles is and is why he's handling this with kid gloves and walking on glass. But
We
he's
also got to
not-
remember, this thing's moving faster than what it should be. I wasn't expecting to be anywhere near where we're at right now until next year. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Fed 1 is supposed to be in trial in August. Like we're a month out from
Right.
trial date. A lot of this shit should have already been done, but again, there's another state because someone's trying to get out of court by filing bankruptcy.
I mean, I'm holding out. You know, I'm trying to hold out for him. We'll see. We got a few weeks. I mean, has anything been filed in Fed 1 yet about the bankruptcy shit?
There's nothing on Pacer for Fed 1 or 2 right now. I just checked it.
So, as of right now, Judge Bolitho doesn't know anything about the bankruptcy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when that gets turned in. But
Yeah.
uh,
Right, Jack. August 11th is the initial trial date.
see, I figured that come 2026, right around the first of the year, I figured is when all this stuff on Fed 1 would start kicking off. And then there would possibly be a court date sometime in the middle or end of 2026. But we're just all this stuff just got filed late last year. So, and we're already in 160 some odd documents filed and have a court date. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. But talking about lawyers, look at Silver Scam. He took the money and ran. He took the money up front, but then when her bill got so high, he just said enough is enough. I'm gone. And he all boogied. Stark. I still want to know what's going on with that. I mean, I figured Judge Davis, he was pretty up on that, and now it's like he's just dropped off. When Stark would go in the hospital, he couldn't show up. Well, Davis would set another court date. But has Randy even filed anything in the thumbnail case with Stark not showing up last time? Georgie.
Wait, what? Sorry.
Stark. He went in the hospital, right?
Yes.
Judge Davis, the last time he went in the hospital, Randy filed a motion and we got a new court date pretty quick.
Yeah.
This time, there's nothing. Randy hasn't filed anything. There's been no court date set. I don't understand why Randy's not filing for default judgment.
There may be more going on behind the scenes that no one knows about.
Right.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could think of, because Jeremy has pushed the fact that FBI is involved. So at this point, it's probably just all in the federal government's hands.
Karen says she doesn't think that they'll make the August 11th trial date.
No.
You never know.
And that's what Jeremy. I did go back this morning, Koopy, before our show, because I missed Jeremy last night due to us fighting with Restream.
Right.
So I watched it this morning, and I did hear him say that this temporary stall for Fed 1 would give Fed 2 time to catch up to be at the same level as Fed 1, and then they can combine the two. So that's what Jeremy said.
I know, but I don't know and understand what he means, because I don't think they can combine the two. I don't know.
They can.
But if you think about it, who?
Is Skipper still here? I feel like he was the one that was telling us that at some point there could be a chance of them combining both cases. I can't remember if it was him or someone else that said that. Pretty sure.
I don't know. Combining the two cases, I think, would just muddy the shit out of stuff. But I could be wrong. But then again, you got the way Jeremy explained it is, yes, if it puts a stall for a couple of months, it lets Fed 2 catch up to it. But then again, like you said, Miltoast is sitting there bragging about all of them's going to file this same shit. So even if it catches up, it's going to get right back behind, because then now all these idiots are going to stall while Fed case 1 keeps going after its little stall is done.
No, Milltown said something about filing Chapter 11. I don't know anything about Chapter 11. The only thing I have ever heard of is 13 and 7.
Oh, Chapter 11 is what my parents filed. I think that's what they filed. I can't remember what it's about, though. Al could probably tell us more about that than I can, or somebody in the chat.
Google!
Because I know when my parents filed that, they lost nothing. They kept everything that they had.
It says Chapter 11 bankruptcy is a legal process that allows businesses to reorganize their debts while continuing operations, often referred to as reorganization bankruptcy.
Then it must not be what they filed because they didn't have a business. So, what's Chapter 13 say?
Chapter 13 is the reorganization. Chapter 13 bankruptcy allows individuals with regular income to reorganize their debts and repay them over a period of 3 to 5 years while keeping their assets.
It must have been Chapter 7, and I don't know. All I know is my mom and dad didn't lose anything.
That was probably 13.
They kept everything, but we're talking about the 80s. Things were done a lot different back then. My mom and dad didn't have credit card debt. They didn't have
Dwayne.
Oh, wow,
gifted
Dwayne.
20 Kooks memberships.
Oh wow, Dwayne's turning the chat green, boys and girls. Look at him go. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you.
I forgot one.
Yeah. Got a lot of new peoples. I'm working on it. Just give me a minute.
Okay, so chapter 11 is reorganization for businesses, and 13 is for individuals.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Welcome aboard to all the new Kooks. Welcome. Rickles got one. There you go.
Rickle,
Magic,
Maggie, Ree, Miss
Ree,
Diane,
KB, Rick. Yeah.
Jessica,
I see a lot of Muppets in there.
Stormkiller got one.
Yeah.
Beth, Skipper. I have my favorites.
yeah.
John Naylor.
You're reading them backwards too.
Yeah, I am. Rhea,
Wow.
Mary, Sweet Tea.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations, guys.
Dwayne, and welcome aboard to all the Kooks. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is going to get absolutely crazy. And like Milto said, what is he going to file? He owns nothing. He lives in grandma's basement or wherever, and the only thing he has of value is just his little studio setup that he does his live streams with. That's it. What's that? Couple grand at most. So what is he actually, unless he's got a shit ton of credit card bills? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see how Milltown could file Chapter 11 as a business unless his channel is set up as an LLC.
Yeah, that could be.
But as little as his channel is, wouldn't that have been a waste of money to set it up as an LLC at that stage?
Yeah, he would. I think he would end up throwing more money at a bankruptcy lawyer than what he has to actually get out of, unless he's got a bunch of credit cards we know nothing about.
Which is none of our business anyway.
Right.
But.
Yeah, I don't want to know. But I don't know why he would. I mean, I don't know. But then again, he's looking at what, $300,000-$400,000 Jeremy's got a price tag on him for with this court case.
Yeah, something like that. I think it was like $350.
Oh my God.
He did it again.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Dwayne. You are a freaking rock star.
Thank you so much, Dwayne.
Kim got one this time.
Who dat?
Kim Yabara, our Kim. She got one this time.
Yeah. Nanny Goat got one.
Granny Smith.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of people.
Our other Miss Karen.
Thank you so much, Dwayne.
Thank you very much. That's real.
Welcome to all the new Kooks. I'm going to run out of members. Subscribers.
Miss Darlene.
Yep. Kathleen got one. Digistorm got one. Richard got one. Troy got one. Shiz Alex got one. Yeah. Carrie, Bob Taylor, Rachel. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dwayne. All right.
I agree, Valor. Because even Lisa's chat was telling her this isn't what we paid for. This isn't what we donated money for. We donated money to help her with the current trial, not for her to go get a bankruptcy attorney. That's some underhanded bullshit that Bubbles and Lisa pulled
Oh, wow.
on their own people.
Rickles said it's interesting how YouTube gives gift memberships to people who are already paid members of the channel. Yeah, I don't understand it. We don't, as creators, we don't have any control over who gets what. I do notice a lot of people that are members getting, gifted memberships over and over again. Which reminds me, I don't have a membership anywhere because for some reason, according to Mama, because I'm branded, I can't be gifted a membership anywhere. So
Yeah.
unless I pay for it, I'm out. Which is all right.
Diversion.
I have enough on my plate watching all the people that I watch as it is. Oh, maybe Super Dave owes Burger King some money. Could be. It damn sure could be. Right on. I don't think so. I don't know how to turn it on. I don't either, William. Everybody keeps telling me that there's a switch that you have to turn on. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I'm already a member of Coop, so I can't show you live how to do it. No, go back. I don't want to see my perks. That's annoying.
But yes, thank you so much, Dwayne. Thank you. Yep, no fee memberships to branded accounts. Yep. And I've been branded for years, so.
Yamaho is in the house.
Hi.
He's late, but he's here.
Okay, what's he got to say?
Well, they might be surprised how the court sees that as well. They were given extensions under the guise of LP getting an attorney for her current civil cases, not done in good faith. Exactly. Lady Jen has been a member of Coop's Kooks for 4 months, and so has Miss Mary.
I see that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I could see a lot of stuff happening to Lynette over this. Okay, I could see some sanctions, some court, maybe some contempt of court, because she's deliberately deceiving the courts. So I could literally see the judge saying, "Well, you know what? You want to play games, you want to lie, you want to do all of this shit. Guess what? This is what I can do." You know what I mean?
Right. I wonder if once the bankruptcy stuff hits Fed 1 and Fed 2 from her, if the judge can look at it as, okay, you lied to me, and either find her in contempt or is there some type of thing that he can do for her defrauding?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary, for gifting the one free membership, and Wise Angel got it.
Miss Tammy's been a member for 4 months.
Right on. Welcome to the Kooks. Welcome. Yeah, I hear you, girl. I hear this is gonna get crazy. I mean, it's gonna get really crazy.
Yeah.
I
I see potted plant coming out of his pot on this one.
Yeah, well, the bankruptcy has to be accepted first. Yeah, right. We were just talking about that, Yamaho. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. It's not even been accepted yet. So, I mean, it's been filed, but whether she gets it, whether it's granted, I don't know. Oh, what do we got here? I hope the judge digs into LMOP's finances and sees she is committing fraud. Yeah, but the only thing about that is the fact that he can only dig as far as information they give him. And
Miss
she
Mary
has.
gifted a membership
Oh,
on my side.
oh, did she? All right.
Sorry, Coop.
That's all right.
Thank you very much. That's really.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
But yeah, I can't pronounce that name. Togo. I'll just call you Tugo.
Togo.
Yeah, it's Liljotogo.
Where?
Little Jacob. Right there on the screen. Oh, no. That's the wrong one. That one. I can't pronounce that name.
Little Joe to go?
Little Joe to go. There you go. That works. But yeah, if he gets a detailed record of her finances, which Randy has brought that all in, so maybe the judge will be standing up, making her answer to all this stuff.
Hopefully.
I mean, I actually hope that he takes the indigent status away from them. See, they might not be married and they might have control of their own bank accounts, but the two of them are sharing the expenses.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she's trying listed it as her being the one paying for everything when she has John actually helping. You know what I mean? They have their own bills, but yet the common bills like electric, water, food, stuff that they share together. Anywho, what's Nanny Clampett got to say? Oh, she's talking to Buck. But yeah. What happened?
I was trying to read it and you took it down.
Oh, there you go. Go for it.
I see no way she could get much more than $10,000. I mean, my credit score is gold, and my highest credit card is $100,000, of which I never use unless I have to replace mine.
There you go.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, you got her. Go ahead.
I don't see how once they find out that she only did this to try to get out of current lawsuits, I don't see how it would get approved anyway.
Didn't somebody say that that's what she told the judge?
No, that's what they said on Lisa's stream.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering. I'd heard somebody say that she actually told the judge that. And I'm like, I've seen no motion filed her saying that. So I've been scratching my head on it. Like, how is she? Why would she even tell the judge that in the first place? So now that you cleared that up, they sure don't share paying their taxes. Yeah, they just wait for other people to pay them.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know their living expenses, but they strike me as the type of people, if they've got 2 cents in their pocket, they're figuring out how to spend it. That's just the kind of people I see them. Because there's no reason why that barndominium shouldn't already been completed. None. I mean, who was that? Where is that freaking paper at? I'm going to go find that. Talk to people for a minute. Yeah, let them know you're still alive.
Ben Hook, your name is throwing me off, but I know it's you. Could lead to a bench decision in Fed 1. Could it?
Now, see, these are all numbers right here that Lynette has put in with the court. Okay, it's got her money and John's money. So this is the actual true numbers right here. There's absolutely no reason why that barndominium should not be completed.
Of their own money at that point.
Right. I mean, you add this up. This is all numbers that have been shared with the court system. So you add this up. She's got $2,200 a month, free and clear.
Oh, that's right, Miss Bella. She did email Randy. That's who she told she was doing it for.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. Jeremy brought that up on stream. That she emailed Randy and told him flat out the cases were stayed because she filed bankruptcy, and that's why she did it.
You talk about arrogant as shit. Nothing has been filed with the courts putting this trial on stay. And she's going to email the plaintiff, the people that are suing her, saying that she just put the case on stay. You don't think that the judge is not going to see this email?
You really think Randy's not going to turn that over to the judges in all of these cases?
Exactly. Because see, this is the starting point right here. She's filing this. Once Randy turns that over with the screenshots of all these people, especially Miltos, sitting there talking about all of them's going to do it. Oh, he's going to be prepared for Fed Case 2. Oh, this could get ugly.
Oh, this is going to get interesting for sure.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be hilarious.
I received a message from one of our mods. He's watching and lurking. He just doesn't feel good. He said that Lynette's being used as a test subject to see if her bankruptcy gets approved and goes through, and if it does, the rest are going to follow suit.
Oh, that's interesting. You know, the bad thing is, John and Lynette have been the crash dummies this whole time. I mean, think about it. They had Bubbles. You know, he was the one driving the freaking car, and they were the ones going through the windshield on every motion that he filed. I mean, these idiots. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And the sad part is John and Lynette don't even see it. They don't even see it.
That's because they're stupid.
I mean, come on. There is absolutely no one on that side of the fence that gives a shit about them two. When are they going to? I mean,
How are you going to sit there and still be buddy with the woman that used you, your spouse, and your child as an extortion to raise all these funds and not give you a dime, and then sit on her stream and openly joke and admit to not giving you a damn penny of the money that was raised for you and your child?
Well, I'm gonna have to correct you there. No, extortion. No, it's exploitation.
Exploited. My bad. I used the wrong word, but you knew what I meant.
I know where you were going, but
thank you.
It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Oh. Hey, you got $45 in your pocket?
No.
I got some rocks out in my driveway. I send you. Oh my God. Woman can't even afford food and she's spending $45 on flipping rocks, boys and girls. This is just the other night.
Mm-hmm.
She said that in the chat.
Super chats.
Right. Oh, John was sending super chats, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my, they ain't got no money, but they can send super chats and they can buy rocks.
They can't afford to feed their turtles and their child, but they can buy crystals.
Now, guys, we're not making this up. These are the words that came right out of her own mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not putting shit out there that ain't true. She flat out said she cannot afford to feed her family. So it's interesting that she's got money to buy rocks, but she doesn't have money to pay for filing fees in a court case that she put herself in because of her mouth.
Exactly.
See, it all boils down to defamation and stalking and harassment. I mean, if they had not stalked and harassed Jeremy, he wouldn't have a permanent protection order against him.
Not only that, if they would have just shut the hell up when he hit him with that cease and desist. If they would have stopped right then when they got that cease and desist, instead of saying, oh, this piece of paper doesn't mean shit, they would not be where they are today.
Right. I mean, and everybody likes to just forget about that she's literally been convicted in a court of law for stalking and harassment. She's also got 2 convictions of contempt of court on the PO, okay, on the permanent restraining order. So why do they conveniently leave that out? This is not an innocent person being drugged through court and her family harassed just for clicks and views.
No, they don't leave it out, Coopy. They spin it that it's fraudulent, that he got that PPO fraudulently.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I will take that judge's judgment over their words coming out of their mouth any day. I mean, show me the proof. You got all this proof that you're innocent. And what do? You go file bankruptcy and you openly tell the plaintiff that is suing you, you tell his lawyer that you've done this, filed bankruptcy just to, I mean, how did George put it last night? Tell me you're guilty without telling me you're guilty.
That part. Not only that, but John Cook writes a love letter to the judge as a motion, quote unquote, stating we've turned everything over. No, you haven't. And isn't it convenient? They're claiming that they put the Jeep in someone else's name while the black box of the Jeep is in question for discovery.
Allegedly. We don't know for sure. Allegedly.
Thank you.
Allegedly. But it's nuts.
Word of the day.
It's absolutely bonkers at the stupidity these people are just oozing out of every pore of their body. It's crazy. I mean, I mean, think about it. You got her first lawyer there. What was his name? Silver Scam. All right. She owes him a ton of money. He'll never see that.
Smart enough to tell her, look, you need to just drop this.
Right. I mean, he knew enough just to wash his hands because he knows he's never going to get it. I mean,
not only the money part of it, like he knew that she was in the wrong, and he's like, I don't want no part of this.
Exactly. I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling. I mean, it's hard to wrap my head around it sometimes thinking of this stuff. JC started that in the letter. Okay, stated that in the letter. Okay, stated. Yeah. I see you, Greg. Okay, sure. They also say JH has got in trouble for brandishing. Yeah, that's another thing Jeremy said that I did hear that.
Defamation. When has he ever brandished a firearm?
Well, that was Tina and Brian, or not Brian, whatever her.
You had it right. It's Tina and Brian Haley.
Right. They're the ones that said, on that police report, that was Shara's video. Hey, by the way, guys, if you guys are not subscribed to Shara, okay, go over and check out her stuff. If one of the mods would please post the link in both chats, check out Shara's stuff, comment, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. I mean, Shara dropped some good truth bombs. That whole recording that she got from the sheriff's department where what was her name? Tina?
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, Mama's home.
I was just about to say Mama's home.
Yep, Mama's home. But anyway, she's sitting there flat out lying on Jeremy. I mean, I've never heard of anyone saying that Jeremy's brandished a firearm at them at any time. Come here, slick nuts.
Ooh, interesting.
Now, I probably shut Daisy up, but I don't think I'm going to shut Tickles up until Mama gets in the house. What's interesting?
There's another thing against Jerome from Fort Lauderdale. The order to show cause why Jerome Ramasaran Esquire should not be required to attend legal education on professional responsibility and have his electronic filing privileges suspended. This is on a different case.
Oh.
And it's another case, bankruptcy case.
Oh.
Native just sent that to me.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Mama Coop home, 150 birds, alarm. Yep,
Alarm.
that's Tickles. Tickles has got the high pitch scream. Blue's actually on shit, and there's Big Boy out there crowing.
Oh, he didn't need the button that time.
No, didn't need the button. Here she comes. She's coming in the front there. Which is cool, because now Tickles will hush up.
Well, we are 15 minutes over.
I know. We're fitting to pull the plug. We got all kinds of juicy stuff to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we can pick this up tomorrow. Yeah. Because it's like every few minutes, something new's either popping in our heads or popping up on the interwebs.
On
You know what I mean?
case, Lucky? The one I just read the order to show cause on. There's a hearing on that one tomorrow.
Oh, wow. You're going to case is tomorrow. Georgie's like, yeah, okay. Now, what is there a hearing on tomorrow?
That's what I was just asking. Is he referring to the one that I just...
Because I thought we cleared that up a few minutes ago. That somebody said that there's a hearing tomorrow, but we couldn't figure out where.
I think he's referring... Hold on. Let me pull this up. Stop it. My tummy's growling. I think he might be referring to this.
Oh, shit. You didn't buy those, did you? Because I was going to have you. Never mind. All right. Well, don't order any more of these, please. Because I just want you to use that. What, you sharing something? All right.
Yes,
I'll
please.
talk to you later about it, babe. No.
I think
Mama
it might...
was. Oh, go ahead.
I think it might be this that he's referring to has a hearing tomorrow. I may be wrong. But this is the order to show cause why Jerome Ramsaran, Esquire, should not be required to attend legal education on professional responsibility and have his electronic filing privileges suspended. On January 27th, 2025, debtor Derek Turton filed a voluntarily Chapter 13 petition. He had 2 previous Chapter 13 cases, both of which were dismissed within 30 days of filing for failing to cure filing deficiencies. The petition in the first case, there's more, but this is just the beginning of that motion. So I'm betting that that's... Oh, for his filing privileges. On July 8th, 2025, a hearing will be held to assess sanctions. The sanctions currently being contemplated by the court include, but are not limited to, a suspension of President's attorney's electronic filing privileges.
So this is right now.
Yeah.
Oh. So she could end up losing her lawyer that she's already paid for. Wow.
Y'all are so bright on that side, I swear.
Yeah. That's that birds of a feather thing. Oh, talk about Lynette going for shite lawyers. Yep.
Oh my God, I'm dead. Well, that's a great way to end the stream, Coop.
Oh, looky here. Dun, 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 dun,
Stickers.
dun, 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 dun. These are, I mean, they look cool, I think, but they're outdoor stickers. So, come back here. Mama got us a whole sleeve of them, a whole bunch of them.
Last month, Preston's attorney, Mr. Jerome, admitted to allowing a disbarred attorney in California to access his CMECF account, his electronic filing account for federal court, to improperly file bankruptcy cases. This would certainly appear to constitute the improper facilitation of the practice of law without a license. When the court discovered this impropriety, it issued an order to show cause why sanctions should not issue to the attorney. In his response to the order to show cause, Preston's attorney admitted he committed the offense in question On July 8th, 2025, a hearing will be held to assess sanctions. The sanctions currently being contemplated by the court include, but are not limited to, a suspension of Preston's attorney's electronic filing privileges. Preston's bankruptcy is filed in the United States Bankruptcy Court in the Northern District of Florida, Gainesville Division, and filings must be submitted in Tallahassee, Florida. Preston's attorney's business address is in Miami.
All right, DW, have a good one. Hope everything comes out all right, girly.
If Preston's attorney loses electronic filing rights, this would potentially present a real issue as to his ability to efficiently pursue the matter on Preston's behalf. Of course, the more important component is the blow to the reputation of an attorney who has admitted to facilitating a disbarred counterpart's ability to practice law without a license.
There you go.
Holy crap. Now, your stickers. Sorry, I got excited.
Okay. Yeah, I love the fact Mama ordered them. I wish she'd have just talked to me first, because I put this in. All right, my logo's in the middle. I put that in this, with the outside. I put that inside the circle so the whole thing would show up, on my chats and stuff.
Right.
But my actual logo doesn't have the stuff on the outside. It's just what's in the middle, the MrCoop. So anyway, but hey, it was awful sweet over there. They're 3 inches. They're good size.
I like them. I want one to put on my laptop.
These are the, she says they're see-through. I don't know what that means, but it's like they have plastic over the top of. I don't know. I'll have to look at them.
Pull the backing off and you'll be able to see through it if you hold it up to the light.
Right. So, yes, I have stickers. Does
that mean giveaways coming soon?
Yeah. Well, anybody that, if I ever get my ass out there and finish them keychains, anybody that gets a keychain, they'll get a sticker in the package with it.
Holy cow. Hi, Eric. Just as we're heading out, you come in. How are you, darling?
What?
Skipper said, oh, dear God, there's stickers.
Yeah, they're stickers. They're stickers. Mama got me a whole sleeve of them. They're pretty nice. I like them. The color is absolutely wonderful on them. Nothing I couldn't print anything that nice. Those are nice. Knowing her, if she bought them, the price was right. So I'll get the website for you guys. If you guys are interested in buying your own, you can. But yeah, all right. So let's pull the plug on this. We were late, so we gave them an extra 20-25 minutes.
Yeah. As always, guys, Coop and I are on Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not already, make sure you head over and see Mama Coop this afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hit subscribe and show her love from us as well. That being said, guys, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for always being here without fail. Remember, you are one of a kind. Never let anyone dim your light, and you matter. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Yeah, buddy. What she said. Adios.
It's that time again, my friends. Time to part till next we see. Gonna sail on different winds, but your heart stays close, my friend.
Distant roads may pull us apart, but our memories never die. Underneath the same bright sky, we'll be together by and by. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Farewell is not forever, just a pause along the road. Our connection we won't sever, it's a bond that can't unfold. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.